Hey everyone, welcome back to my garden. And I wanted to show you my cucumber plant over here. I've shown this cucumber plant in a couple of episodes earlier about when I showed my ground cherry plants right over here. Look how beautiful this plant is looking right now. Absolutely amazing. I actually had to lift the lights up. And this plant right over here is going to be the all female flower cucumbers, and it's going to be a self-pollinating cucumber flower, so I'm not going to hopefully have to do absolutely anything at all besides to let this thing grow. And the nice thing about it, like I mentioned, it's a self-pollinating plant. So like you see right here, this is a female cucumber flower. You could tell because right behind it you could see the fruit, and right over here, here's another one. Up top, here's one, and I see another big one right there. And actually, if we lift up, where is it? Right over here. Look at that. It's nice, medium-sized one, and you can see the flowers about to blossom probably sometime tomorrow. I actually noticed there's some aphids on these leaves on this side as well as the underside. Let me actually lift it up and show you what I'm talking about. You see that? These tiny little black dots. So you could do two things I've been doing. Basically, you could take some tape and just on the back side peel it and keep tapping it, and you'll see that the aphids will get stuck to it. I could even show you an example of what that looks like. So let's just take a nice little piece, and there we have it. So if we just simply put the tape right there, as soon as you peel it off, you could see that the aphids get stuck right to the back of the tape here. It's very sticky for them, and there's not much they can do, so let's actually close this up so they don't spread around. And you can see the aphid stuck right there. There's one. So what I'm going to do is basically what I find is much easier to do is just simply take this plant and flip it upside down on its side and give it a really good soak. Wash it down completely with like a little hose or just some soft running water. And you want to really make sure to wash both the top sides of the leaves as well as the underside of the leaf. And it's going to really do a good job as far as washing off most of these aphids and hopefully a bunch of the eggs. So I'm going to do that. And I actually noticed there's a bunch of little side shoots there that are beginning to form. You can see it right in there. And like I mentioned, this is going to be an all self-pollinating flowers, so as these things keep growing, it looks like there's going to be a cucumber pretty much in between every single node over here. And I actually noticed right up top over here, you see right there the tendril is beginning to grow. That's the first one that's starting to grow. This plant is not too big at all. Look, if I zoom you back, so it looks like about maybe like 6 inches, 7 inches, something like that. Nice and small. And this thing is about to probably kick off once the tendrils start growing. I'm growing it inside my greenhouse right over here. So that's my grow tent. And it's surrounded with mylar, so it reflects the light right back onto the plant over here. And it works really well, especially for flowering plants. It has a really good red spectrum and it works really well, at least in my experience. And I think overall this plant looks pretty healthy, if it minus the aphids. But that's alright, because I could simply come in and wash all these little suckers off. So hopefully I'm going to do that. And look at that. I even see a couple of rogue lettuce seeds. Must have gotten in the mix of this coco coir. I must have probably reused some of this coco coir here. So you want to make sure to come in and actually pick all that out. You don't want that competing. And if I zoom you in a tiny bit, look at that. You see the root system is growing in quite nicely. Let's actually, oh wait, I see it's also on the side right there. I'm going to cover that up. And let's actually lift this up. I can show you what the root system looks like. Looks pretty good, I think. Nice, healthy looking roots. A ton of air roots over here have formed. Looks beautiful, I think. Let me not bring this too close to my ground cherry plant. I don't want to infect it. I actually brought this plant out to record this video and show you guys what it looks like. So now the only thing left to do is for me to go and give this a nice soak and wash everything off as well as my hands. And hopefully you liked the episode. If you do, hit the thumbs up, and if you have any questions, post them down below. I'll do my best to respond. And as always, thanks for watching.